Good afternoon, students. So in today's class we are going to discuss the four variable k-map with the don't care terms, right? So we have already seen three variable k-map with don't care terms, right? So in the same way we are going to see the examples on or how to reduce the function or how to get the simplified Boolean expression for a given function using four variable k-map with the don't care terms. Okay, so let us take the first example. Let us take the first example, y of abcd, right? So there are four inputs. Four variable means four inputs, a b c d. Y is the output and the min terms and the don't care terms are given. Okay, so let us put k map, a four variable k map for this given function. Okay, so there are four input variables. That means there are four input combinations. Total 16 input combinations. So similarly, those input combinations are represented in the form of 16 cells. Okay, so there are two inputs here, a b and c d here, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. In the last class we have discussed a four variable k map. In the similar basis we are going to discuss this four variable k map with the don't care terms, right? So now identify the cells and fill these these cells, these numbered cells with ones and these cells with don't cares. Okay, 0 min term is 1, 1, 2, 3 is not there, just leave them, or you can put a 0 there, but 3 is a don't care. 2 you can put 0 and 3 you can put don't care. 0 1 4 5, then 6 4 5, this is 6 and this is 7, then 9, this is 8, this is 9 and this is 10. Okay, then all min terms are over. How many? Total 8 min terms are there. Okay, then we'll put the don't care terms. This is don't care 3, then 8 is a don't care, 3 8 14 and 15. 14, this is 12, this is 13, this is 14 and this is 15, right? So now we have to cover all these ones. It is not necessary to cover all the don't cares, but our aim is to cover all the min terms with the minimum number of grouping, right? So you just work on it. Then can you please tell me how many groups you are going to make? So these four ones, the cell numbers 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 4 and this is 5, right? So 0 4 5 0 1 4 5 cells can be grouped, right? So first you try to cover all ones with minimum number of groupings. If not possible, then you combine those min terms with don't cares, right? So it is not necessary to use don't cares. If you can't form the largest groups, then you can cover those min terms with don't cares. So what is the expression for this? It is a bar and c bar. Okay, next, so this no need to include this don't care, right? So if I include this don't care, right, and if I group these three ones with this don't care, I have already covered these two ones, right? So if I make this group, what happens? I am going to cover this extra one. Only one single one is getting covered with this grouping, right? So instead of this grouping, what I'll do, I'll go with this grouping, because here I am going to cover two ones, right? So instead of taking the help of this don't care, I'll leave that don't care as it is, and I'll cover these two ones which are present in cell number 7 and 6 along with 4 and 5. So what is the expression for this grouping? The expression is a bar b, right? Now I need to cover these two ones, right? So how can I cover? I cannot by looking at the k map I can identify these two are not physically as well as logically adjacent, so I cannot put these two ones in one group. So what I'll do, I'll cover this one along with this don't care, right? and I'll take these two, because I can also cover this one with this don't care, but only single variable will get eliminated. So instead of that, I'll take these two ones, and this one with this don't care, so that I can eliminate one more variable. So you have to think in the way of hardware reduction also, right? So if I make this group, what is the expression I'm going to get? That is B bar and C bar. Okay, so now the left one is this one, right? This is the only one which is left, right? So how can I cover this one? If I have some one more don't care here in this term, in this cell, if I have a don't care or a min term here, then I can make this 4 ones grouping. Corner ones can be grouped along with this don't care, but I don't have any 1 here. I have a 0. Empty cells are nothing but a 0, right? So now this one I cannot group zeros and ones. I can group ones and don't cares by considering don't care as 1, right? But I cannot cover the opposite symbols, that is zeros and ones. So what I'll do, I cannot make a group of 4 cells. So what I'll do, I'll cover this one with this don't care, right? So only this grouping is possible, right? If you have don't care here, you can cover these two ones or this one along with these two don't cares, but you don't have a don't care or a min term here. So I have the only possibility how to cover this one is with this don't care, right? So now what is the expression for this? Since you are grouping 2 elements or 2 cells, only one variable gets eliminated. So what is that variable? Is B, right? So the expression for this grouping is A, C and D bar, right? So there are 4 groups possible, and you can cover all ones, all min terms with 4 groups. So what is the final expression? You combine all these terms and write one expression: A bar C bar, B bar C bar plus A bar B plus AC D bar. So this is the final expression what you're going to get for the given function. So in this example, I have treated these don't cares as min terms, and I have grouped them along with these ones, right? So these don't cares will help you to reduce the Boolean expression, right? So if I don't cover, if I put these don't cares as 0, right? If I don't have this don't care terms, then we are going to get some other expression which is more complex than this, right? So if I consider those don't cares as a min terms, and if I group them with ones, then we are going to get the simplified Boolean expression. So let us jump to one more example. So let us take this example where there are 5 min terms and 3 don't cares, right? Fill the cells 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 with min terms, that is 1. This is 1. This is cell number 3, 4, and this is 5, and this is 6, and this is 7. This is 8, this is 9, and cell numbers 0, 6 and 10. 0 filled with the don't care, 6 is, where is 6? 6 is here, filled with the don't care, and 10 is also a don't care. So this is 8, this is 9, and this is 10. Okay, so now how many groups are possible, right? So let me change the color of ink. These 4 ones can be grouped, right? What is the expression for this grouping? First you need to, what is the aim here? You have to just cover all ones with minimum number of groups, right? So if you can't cover, if you can't create, or if you can't make a largest group, then you take the help of don't care. It is not necessary that each group should have one or more than one don't cares, right? So what is the expression for this grouping? Is A bar and D. A bar and D, and this one, now I need not to take the help of don't care, right? So if you can't create a largest group, then you take the help of don't cares, right? So I am repeating, please concentrate those words there, right? So here in this example, you just check. I have not covered the don't cares. I have not taken the help of don't care, because my aim is to cover all minterms with minimum number of grouping, right? So what is the expression for this term? What is the expression for this group? Is B bar and C bar and D, right? So what is the final expression? Z is equal to A bar D plus B bar C bar D. Okay, so I hope you understood, right? So in this example, you can observe I have not covered, I have not taken the help of don't cares, but I can obtain the simplified Boolean expression by using only the mean terms, right? So I have not taken the help of don't cares. So it is not necessary, please underline this word, it is not necessary to include don't cares in your groups, right? If you cannot obtain the simplified Boolean expression, then you can take the help of don't cares, right? So our aim is to cover all minterms with minimum number of grouping. Okay, let us see one more example. So let us take the next example as this one, right? M is the output, W, X, Y, Z are the inputs. There are 5 minterms and 5 don't care terms, right? So first we'll fill the cells with minterms. 0, 1, 2, 3, not there. So 4, 5, then 8, 9, 10. This is 10. Okay, then 2, 0, 1, 2, then 7, 13 is here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14, 15, right? So now try to cover all those minterms with minimum number of grouping. Okay, here you see there are 5 ones. We need to cover all 5 ones with minimum number of grouping, right? So if I take, before you group, you please think how which all ones should be put in one group, right? So if I can put this one with these don't cares in one group, right? But with that group I am covering only single one, right? So instead of that, you just check one more grouping instead of that, right? So just check the corner elements, right? This one, if I make this group, right, so maximum number of ones are covered along with this don't care, right? So I am covering with this grouping, I am covering 3 ones, 1, 2 and 3, right? So these 3 ones are getting covered. So what is the expression for this? Along with this don't care, I am covering these 3 ones, right? So what is the expression for this? Since you are grouping 4 cells, so 2 variables will get eliminated. The first variable which gets eliminated is W. So expression is X bar and Z bar. Okay, so now just think how to group these two, right? So can I group 4 cells? No, because I don't have a don't care here or 1 here. I don't have 1 here, right? If I have, then I can put I can make a 4 cells grouping, right? So now this one can be grouped with this one, but I am covering only single one, right? So this one can be grouped with this don't care, again I am covering only single one. So what I'll do, I'll put these two in one group, right? So this is the only grouping which is possible to cover all these 5 ones. So what is the expression for this? W bar, X and Y bar, right? So the simplified expression for this given function is X bar Z bar plus W bar X Y bar, right? So this is the simplified Boolean expression. I hope you understood this problem, right? So similarly, you take your own problem and you try to group and try to obtain the simplified Boolean expression. Okay, then we'll jump to the next one more example. So let us take the next 4th example, where X is the output and 4 inputs P, Q, R, S. There are 5 minterms and 4 don't care terms, right? So let us fill the K-map cells with these minterms and don't cares. This is 8, this is 9, 10 and 11, 12 is here, okay, and 13, 14, 15, right? So these are the 5 minterms, right? And the don't cares, 4, this is 4, 5, 6, then 10, 8, 9, 10, then 14. 14, where is 14? 14 is here, right? So start making the groups, right? So these three variables, three minterms can be covered, can be placed in one group along with this don't care. So what is the expression for this? Is PQ bar, right? Next, this one can be grouped with this one or this don't care, but there are two kinds of grouping is possible here. First, check for the largest number of grouping, right? So this one can be covered with this don't care or these two don't cares along with these two don't cares, right? Not or, along with these two don't cares. Or this one can be covered with this one and these two don't cares. Even both expressions are correct. So first I'll group with these, okay? This grouping is also possible, right? So this is one type of grouping. So what is the expression here is Q and S bar, right? So let me change the let me finish it first, okay? So this is one grouping, and now this one can be grouped with this one and these two don't cares, right? This is the third grouping. So what is the expression for this is P and R, right? So these are the three terms which you can write. X is equal to P Q bar plus PR plus Q S bar, right? So now I'll make one more grouping which is possible, right? So just now I said this one can be grouped with this don't care and these two don't cares, or this one can also be grouped with this one and these two don't cares, right? So what is the expression for this? So only this expression will change. Instead of QS bar, so I need to write P and S bar, right? And other two will remain same. This PQ bar and PR will remain same. Instead of QS bar, you have to write PS bar. So PQ bar remains same, PR remains same, and instead of QS bar, you just write PS bar. So both the expressions are valid, right? So in exam also, either you go with the first expression or second expression, or if you write both, then the examiner will understand that you have understood the concept very clearly, right? So I hope you understood the four variable K-map with don't care terms, right? So with these four examples, I'll wind up the today's class, okay? So in the next before I leave this class, I'll give you one homework. So this is the homework. So I'm very happy because some of the students are solving on the same day, and I am getting the response at the evening, right? So I want every one of you should solve the homework, and you send me this screenshot. I'll verify it and I'll respond back for that homework, right? So I don't want only one or two students solve the homework. I want everyone, each one of your class should solve the homework, right? So from that I can understand whether you have understood the concept or no. If you have any doubts also, you can personally message me, no problem. I'll reply it with my a convenient time, but definitely I'll reply for your doubts, okay? So please do this homework and send me this screenshot, okay? With this 5 examples or 4 examples here plus one homework example, we'll wind up the today's class, and next class we will discuss the 5 variable K-map, okay? Thank you.